Anthony Ferraro, Dan Mancina. Two blind guys collide to bring you Four Bad Eyes Podcast.
Oh, we're doing it again.
We're back
Studio
with the Bad Eyes. Four bad eyes. Four bad eyes. Four bad eyes. All right, easy in the back. Easy in the back.
Welcome.
Everyone chill out. I
All
know
of
it's
our-
exciting.
Eyes and ears. Hello.
Hello. Are your eyes good?
I hope your eyes are better than ours.
I hope you're...
Can only hope.
You can only hope. How can we call them our eyes and ears if our ears are the ears?
How what?
Our ears are the ears.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Like, we call them our eyes and ears, but we can be the ears. They're our eyes.
Yes, it's for those who are blind who listen as well.
Oh, okay, yes. For the blindies out there.
Had to take a big old jug of water there.
Woo, daddy.
There we go. A little more life into me, baby.
That's it. Conserve, conceal.
We want to make a quick shout out. You already know, I'm sure, but we have a number you can call in, leave voicemails. You can text us as well.
908-349-1480, baby. +1 in the beginning for those out-of-country callers.
That's right.
You call in, show your love. Tell us something funny about your day, about your life. Tell us anything.
1-908-349-1480.
Call in. Call in.
Colin, we already got a bunch of VMs here.
Yeah, we got a
and
bunch of
texts, too.
voicemails, text messages. It's f***ing crazy, guy. Sorry.
Anthony loves
I
this new
love that
soundboard.
button.
We gotta stop doing that intro.
I know.
too.
No, we don't. Let
Yeah.
us know what you think of the intro.
Because it's two intros.
I know.
I think when we
but
hear it, it's gonna be
No, it's gonna
we'll
be
see.
great because Pete brings us in, and then
call in people.
Pete gets all serious, and then we bring in the energy.
Yeah.
Call in and let us know at least what you think of our intro.
I think Anthony's just a little trigger happy on that roadcaster.
I think it's a gem.
Whoa! I had my headphones off for a second. That was bizarre.
It's weird, right? It happened to
Very
me the
bizarre.
other day. Lost the headphones, and I felt out of the podcast.
I
didn't
felt
feel
it
included.
wasn't
It's like this other world you're in when you put the headphones on.
craziness. Dude.
I know. It took a while to get used to. I remember the first podcast I ever went on where I had to put the headphones on,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard myself talking, and I
Very
did
strange.
not like it.
Very strange.
Yeah, I asked them to lower my voice in the headphones.
Yeah, I remember recording music for the first time and listening to that too. It's very funky.
You
with
recorded
the headphones.
music?
Just fun rap tracks back in the day. Dumb stuff.
Are they public?
No.
Ah.
I made fun songs and yeah. But
Weird.
that was the first time I had headphones on. I heard my voice, in the headphones.
Mhm.
Whoa, this is funky.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling when you hear yourself. Then you get used to it, and then it becomes weird not
Not
hearing
to have
yourself.
it,
Yeah,
You adapt.
you do. It's
We
like
adapt.
life. You gotta. I'm not a rapper. I'm an adapter.
It's not the most intelligent nor the strongest that survive, but those most adaptive to change.
That's why a lot of animals do well out there.
Darwin, baby.
Darwinism. Is that what he says?
Mm-hmm.
Mm?
Everyone thinks it's strong that survive. No, it's not.
It's the ones that can
Strong
adapt.
nor the most intelligent, but those most adaptive to change. That's what he learned. The creatures he saw that could go through all the changes in the atmosphere and environment, and those who could adapt are the ones that survived.
That's like Gary Vaynerchuk.
Who?
Mm.
Who?
You don't know Gary V?
No.
Oh, he's the guy that used to make the video. He still makes videos all the time, but
GV?
he makes the videos. Good old Gary V. People. It's kind of mixed feelings about Gary V because he's real intense. But he'll be like, "You complain about not having a job. I would go on I'd go on Craigslist. People are giving away stuff on Craigslist. I'd go drive here, get a couch, sell it on Facebook Marketplace for this price." And boom, and you start a business. And he just talks about how you're making excuses.
Mm.
And it's pretty true. People sitting at home making excuse after excuse. it's kind of bothering. Like it's bothersome because it's like
Yeah.
you can do something.
At a certain point, you got to do something.
Like they're like, oh, I didn't hear back from my job interview. You should have 20 job interviews lined up. You should apply until that one comes back. It could take 100.
My first, let me think. 1, 2, 3. I think 3. My first 3 jobs, 1 application, 1 interview, got the job.
Really? What was your first job?
Yeah. Mickey D's, baby.
No way. You worked at Mickey D's?
Mickey D's flipping burgers.
Shut up. You worked on the grill.
I worked, I was on the grill, flipping and flopping.
Could you give us any insider info? Anything, any dirt?
It's what? Yeah, no, nothing bad really happened. But
no spitting on burgers?
no.
Spitting on your onion
I
rings?
think I've told the story, but I did drop a whole bag of burger patties in the freezer and spilt them and put them back in the bag.
I don't think you told that story.
I didn't want to
there.
get in trouble from my manager, so I just stuffed them all in the bag. And I came out the door, and she was right there. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, it's grabbing. It took a long time." Like, sorry,
How
but
many-
they weren't cooked yet.
So are they frozen? The burgers are frozen.
At that time, they were. I think they switched to unfrozen.
Because Wendy's claims never before
Never frozen.
Speaking of Wendy's.
That's why they have chili, because they used the burgers that weren't cooked the day before. to
Oh,
make the
that's
chili.
disgusting.
Ah,
No, that's not that bad, actually. That's pretty normal.
The chili is kind of for fast food, it's the best chili.
Kelly's dad gets it all the time.
It's a good chili. Not bad.
McDonald's chili.
But that's what they do
Or
to not
Wendy's?
waste all that.
Wendy's or McDonald's? Yeah, Wendy's chili.
But then McDonald's, I believe, started to compete with that and not freezing their I don't know if that's all places or what, but back in my day, it was frozen patty. It was all like literally you would just lay all the patties in a grid and then just pull down this like pretty much big press. So it's like a double-sided grill.
What?
So it just cooked them on both sides really quick.
No way.
It was all automated, so it's just
You just
X
hit a
amount
button?
of time. Yep. Boom, they'd be done. Thing would pop up.
So you're not actually flipping.
You're not actually flipping and flopping.
That's a freaking misconception. You're not flipping burgers at
But
McDonald's.
with the chicken breast sandwich,
the
the
McChicken?
no McChicken's fried.
Okay.
So that's frozen, thrown right in the fryer. But the actual chicken sandwich that's not fried
Mm-hmm.
was just an actual frozen chicken breast that you would put on there and actually flip that bad boy.
That's kind of gross. You're throwing frozen chicken right on the grill. You're not supposed to do that if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't believe that's the
McDonald's got it
best.
down for the science though.
Yeah, that's
It's all about their
wild.
efficiency. And then it was just like an assembly line. And,
Were
like
things
the
pretty
mayonnaise.
clean?
Yeah, it was clean. You know,
Oh, tell me about the assembly line. I want to hear this.
it's just like your mayonnaise and all your toppings are in like a caulk thing. You know, the caulk thing is where you just like squeeze like a handle, like almost like a working out thing to squeeze a
Really?
thing like that. But
Like
it's
the thing to work on your forearm strength.
kind of do, yeah. But that's like a tube in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you cut the end off of the tube with a little needle on the end, a big old needle, and then you just crank, so you get like one sandwich gets 2 cranks or 2 2 squeezes,
Yeah, sometimes they're a little heavy-handed on those
and
things.
then it's just like that. A couple pickles, whatever you do on your sandwich, and you're just working on down the line.
You know, I thought I hated mayo my whole life, but it turns out I actually really like mayo.
It can be
And,
good.
and Kelly's been sneaking it on my sandwiches for years. I just found this out, and I think it's when I get a lot of mayo kind of bugs me out.
It's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
very by itself is nasty.
Have you ever tried it just mayo?
Yeah, I've just licked my finger
Ugh.
like, ooh, that's a lot. Oily and just
Yeah, it's-
egg and oil.
I used to think it was made from animal fat,
Mm.
and that's what grossed me out too. I don't
Heather-
know where I heard that.
My bird can't do. She likes mayonnaise.
My dame.
My bird. That's what Shira says. My bird. She if she sees the sandwich being made and the mayonnaise put on it, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like seeing
Really?
it, but she likes like tuna with a little bit.
Yeah, that's I like it mixed too. If you put a
Oh,
little
mixed
vinegar
in.
too,
Mhm.
balsamic or something, it's pretty good. But yeah, I learned that recently that I actually like mayo. What was your second job?
Second job was at a like deli working in the back, Birds Meats, and I would like make like kebabs. I would
Hmm.
a lot of cleaning everything. I would make hamburger patties.
Oh, with the ground beef.
With the ground beef, they had like a little presser.
They had good
a little press.
burgers.
You put the meat in it, it presses on a perfect
press. I need one of those.
patty. And what else would I do? Like grind
Pressed ham.
the meat, and then have to take the meat grinder apart, clean that.
Oof.
A lot of clean, like it was just like power washing the floors at the end of the night, that kind of stuff.
Any incidents back there?
No, really mellow job. 2 owners were really cool.
I'll never forget. I went to a deli. I used to go to this deli all the time, and then there was a rumor that people found a Band-Aid in their sandwich. I was never able to go there ever again.
Band-Aid's a nasty one.
Yeah, that is remember the finger in the chili for was it
hearing
Wendy's or
this,
McDonald's?
One of those, yeah.
Yeah, it was someone cut their finger off and just let it
Yeah.
ride.
I know someone did lose their finger on that burger press before my time.
Really? But no incidents when you were there.
It's automated, so it's going. It's just so you can't get your finger in there. It's gonna take it along with you.
How old were you when you worked at McDonald's?
That was my first job. It's probably like, how old are you when you can work? 14 or 15?
Yeah,
14,
about
I
13,
think. Is when I
14, I
started.
think.
My brother was a manager there.
Wow.
Got me in.
Did it get heated back there at McDonald's?
It was mellow.
Mellow?
No, it wasn't too crazy. Well, I worked in the mornings, so I had to get up butt ass early. and
Nowadays,
show up before they open.
it seems like it depends on the fast food establishment, but it seems like a lot of McDonald's workers are pretty. Here
They
you
don't-
go.
yeah,
it's like
nobody-
lifeless back there.
Oh yeah.
Same with like Chick-fil-A though, they're up and popping.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Cane's. I
You
love Raising
notice
Cane's.
The people, even In and Out, people are getting paid a decent wage.
Yes,
That job is sought after from like people's first. Kids are like, "Oh, I want to
for
get in there
fast food
and make
chains.
$20 an hour at least."
That's what they're paying them. Something like that.
I know. In and Out was always like that, right around there. So,
Good on you.
so I
In-N-Out.
think they do give a decent pay for those places for a
Yeah.
first job. So they get people, they can weed out they can afford to, McDonald's is paying whatever, so people don't give a shit.
I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to work so bad at the beach. Everyone was working at the beach. They were called locker boys or something, and they'd have to like empty the garbages. And they always had this cool uniform, and I just thought it was so cool. And I remember my buddy making $250 every other week, and I was like, that's like $1 million. And I just couldn't get the job.
Well, you almost took the lemonade guy out.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was great. That was great. That was my own hustle.
You had your
I
own lemonade stand at the beach.
that really brings it up. Like, I kind of had to always make my own hustles because of the lack of work being blind.
Yeah.
People didn't want to trust you in their
Right.
environment. I think it's something with insurance. I don't know. But especially back then, it was just hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to the snack bar shut me down with the cops. I was
You're-
running a freaking business, dude. My mom drops you off a pizza for lunch and starts selling the
Oh
slices.
yeah, you were selling slices, pop,
Selling
soda.
pop for $1, waters for $1.
The guy next to you was getting pissed. Had to call in on
so
you.
pissed because they were selling $5 waters,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like there's not even a water fountain around.
Come on, I took the middleman out.
And I would my slogan when I was yelling out, I'd actually say, "It's cheaper than the Shack."
Oh, that's got you.
I
pal.
know it's a
It's
freaking.
hilarious.
But then I wouldn't even call it a real job because it was by my dad.
Furniture?
No, I used to because my dad's a lawyer, so I used to go into the office with him every day during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I'd drive an hour and a half with him, and I'd stay in the office all day, and I'd just basically do whatever he asked. Like
Right,
I would,
right.
And then one day, I think, that was before I worked. When I was a little kid, I was in his office. He had the copy machine, and I copied my butt cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta copy the butt cheeks.
Yeah, my mom would hook us up every now and then. I need a little money, come in and do that random stuff. But
It
she'd
was-
be paying out of her pocket. Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize how much I learned there, though, until later on. Because I
Mhm.
had to talk with people all the time. Like, if someone was waiting for my dad, I would be, like, the person to BS with them.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot with being able to like have conversations with people and kind of I learned from my dad watching him interact with people.
Mm-hmm.
He would be able to he would essentially know nothing about the topic, but he would know something. like
Mhm.
that he'd be able to recall and get the person going.
Mhm.
And it was a good tactic to learn because you find that one common ground and the person gets real comfortable and starts going off.
Yeah, yeah.
I had one guy, he was this old man, he was doing a will for my dad, and I was in the room with them, and the guy loved me. I had him going, and I had him going so much that he had a I believe it was a clarinet he had to write in his will, and he was like, he looked at my dad and he goes, can I write this to your son? None of my kids would appreciate this. He would. And
No
the guy
way.
was going off, and I was like, oh my god.
Got in the will.
God, no, I didn't. My dad, that would be illegal, but
Oh, it was.
I think so.
Okay.
And my dad was like, wow, you can't do that. But
That's hilarious.
yeah, it was great. I used to go out to lunch with him with the clients and stuff. And learned a
Mhm.
lot. I learned a lot about just like, what would you call that? Just
Like social skills. Communication.
communication. A lot of communication and problem solving, dealing, like talking people down.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of conflict resolving. Just dealing with people in the office that worked there. It was
Cool.
good.
Some wholesome memories there.
It was. And I remember when I was real little, I used to go up to his office, and he used to have these old action figures in the boxes. Someone used to just like, people used to give him shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there were these action figures with this hair. It's like green hair that was like, you could comb it into any type of like hairdo you wanted. And they were like little monsters or something. It was
That's
so
cool.
weird, that memory. But then he had the TV on the third. So his first office was actually a house converted into an office.
Mm-hmm.
And the third floor, he had his bed up there when he would have to like sleep overnight because he would have late meetings.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go up there. I used to sleep. I used to just chill.
Watch TV.
Yeah, watch TV.
Pull the ottoman up to the TV.
No, I used to
This
just
is
lay
after
in the
that?
bed and pretend like I could hear it, like watch it.
Yeah. Did they ever have any like swag? Like my mom worked for a company that always had like a little keychain light,
Yes,
Or
had
like
the keychain light.
mugs. Love getting the
Not
free
the
swag.
mugs. The swag, like the toys were swag. Like he used to give them to people, like kids, and they had the 25-cent like candy machines. Like, so-
those are the
dude,
sickest thing as a kid.
Oh, he would have the one was M&M's, one was Mike and Ike's. And I used to always hate when I got the black licorice Mike and Ike.
I like a
So-
black licorice.
I do now. I can appreciate it.
Now
But it
you
always
can when
spoiled
you're a
my
kid.
bunch.
Ooh, I would have gone for the M&Ms.
Oh, I went for the peanut M&Ms.
Yeah,
Loved them.
those things are awesome.
It was great memories.
I
Those
think they were
little
like penny. Weren't
candy
they like
machines.
penny machines?
Yes, they
Yeah.
were penny machines. Not even a quarter. And I used to go in my dad's change thing and
Get yourself some
get
candy.
some candy. I used to be on sugar high all the time.
Speaking of copying, at my one job, in their office there was like a tall ceiling that was like had to be probably 14 feet, and I brought a ladder from the back in there, copied my face, like a couple of images of my face just on the copy machine, put the ladder up and put it on the ceiling. So then it stayed up there for
Wait,
years. They
what?
might still be up there.
Your
years.
face is on the ceiling?
Yeah, it's on the ceiling.
Oh,
Took them a
man.
while to find it, and they're like, "Who is that? Is that Dan?"
That's funny. I always thought it was cool when people would have the posters on their ceiling, like above their bed.
Yeah, I don't think I did any posters.
Really?
No,
I decked my room out with posters one time.
I had
WWE posters.
WWE.
I used to
Who
take
are
them
your-
out of the
who are your
magazine.
choices.
Uh,
Remember?
yeah, you probably wouldn't even know them. John Cena,
Oh yeah, when was Cena?
Rey Mysterio,
Don't know. That
Eddie
one.
Guerrero, Rob Van Dam. There was all these guys. The Rock, Stone Cold, obviously.
Mhm.
It was ECW.
Just deck down all. the
Dude,
posters.
wall to the ceiling to the floor,
Wow.
just decked out.
I had on one wall a giant wall size image of a mountain with a lake in front of it.
Really?
It was so sick.
I had a picture of my brother surfing, and I used to tell girls it was me.
That's hilarious.
That's a funny one. I remember.
And then my
that.
brother had, I think which one of the space shuttles. It's either Challenger or Columbia on the wall that was like out in space, floating in space was one wall. That was pretty cool.
What's the Challenger?
That's the one that blew up.
Oof. In space?
Launching to space.
Were people on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
There was a teacher who won the trip
No.
in like a contest. Yeah.
That's freaking...
It was very, very
Worst-
sad day
worst
because
win
everyone was
ever.
watching. That was back when everyone watched the shuttle launches.
What year was that?
Ooh, I don't know, 80 something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Going to the moon?
Maybe 70s. No, just going to space.
Mm.
It was a sad day for NASA though.
NASA. There's all these
Challenger.
conspiracies that Russia was on the moon like way before us,
Mm-hmm.
and they had like a whole space station there that they used to like and had satellites going and stuff, and we just claimed we were first.
Yeah, some people think we never even made it to the moon.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm not buying it.
You're not
Not buying it.
what is it? CGI?
CGI?
Yeah, it's interesting because all the footage just got lost.
No, there's footage. There's footage of them walking on the moon.
Yeah, but it looks like Las Vegas.
No, that's the moon, man. Putting the flag in.
I read this.
I would love to go to the moon.
I know. We need to do a 4 Bad Eyes to the
To
moon.
walk on another
Elon.
planet or moon.
If we just get hooked up with Elon, we could get a freaking self-driving car.
Would you do it like 20 years from now if they had some regular trips going?
Regular trips.
$50,000, you can go to the moon. Would
Maybe.
you pay that big chunk to do it?
If I had enough to throw around.
What if it was like, I mean, like now, like the price of getting a car? Would that be worth it?
I don't know, because how long is that trip?
Right now, it's a couple days to get there and then come back, I think. But maybe, what if it was like, maybe 2 days to get there, 2 days to get back? Would you do it? 2 days to get there, you land, whip around the moon, come back, 2 days back.
If I had,
you get let's say you get 20 minutes on the moon.
20 minutes for 50 grand.
And we'll throw in no extra charge. You get to drive a little dune buggy on that bad boy.
On the moon?
On the moon. 'Cause now they had the car. They had the car out there too.
No,
at
I
one
didn't know
point,
this.
where they were whipping around.
No way.
It's still there.
The car?
Yeah, because they couldn't bring it back. They didn't have they only had fuel, to get it there.
How the hell did they get back?
Well, they had fuel to get back, but
But-
there's everything's so calculated to such a fine.
If they had that weight,
the weight, it's all about the weight and the fuel. Yeah,
Gee,
and how much fuel it's going to
I
take to
would-
get there.
you got me sold with the dune buggy.
I know that. Would be
That
awesome.
really puts. If I had the money, that it wouldn't hurt me, I would do it. But that's a ton of money. There's a lot of other things I could do with 50 grand.
I know, but go to the moon to walk and be hop a little bit.
Maybe if I could raise it, like get sponsors,
Yeah, you could probably
That's-
do that. Yeah,
do like a whole thing.
that would be sweet.
But can you have a camera on the moon? Like, would your phone work?
Yeah. You can record
What
as long as you have battery.
What do you eat? What is actual space food? It's not toothpaste. Don't give me that bullshit.
No, I don't know if it still is, but back in the day, it's just like freeze dried. So it's in
Okay.
a bag, and it's just like you've had freeze dried stuff
Yeah,
before, right? You just add
all the
water
time.
to it and get it coagulating or
Well, how can you have water
Something.
up there? Wouldn't it just shoot up in gravity?
if you shoot it, if you squeeze the bag, it go all over the place. But if you kind of contain it somehow, I don't know, use a.
I just want to
something.
feel. Even if you go to
You want to feel the weight, even going to space.
I wish you could go to a place where. Isn't there like training centers on Earth where you could feel that weightless feeling? Because they got to train for it, right?
You can do it in planes. There's a technique where you cruise up real fast and then you just free fall. The plane's just free falling and then you're weightless.
Really?
That's how they filmed like the space movies and stuff.
No way.
They're actually like floating like that.
That's wild.
So
See,
you can do that, I think.
I would love to feel that.
Yeah, but I know that is like most people puke. Because think about the plane dropping
Yes.
just from a little bit of turbulence.
No, I
This is
know
just
from my flight here, I almost threw up.
And there's a couple roller coasters where when you get shot to the top and you stop for a second,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
weightless for just a second, but you're all clamped in there.
King Dakar, I did that one.
Yeah.
You know King Dakar?
Uh-uh.
It's at one point, it was the tallest roller coaster in the country.
Okay.
Tallest drop. And it happens where some people go up and it doesn't make it all the way up and they fall back down backwards. And it's really sketchy. And I went up that thing. I'd never been more scared in my life, especially on a ride. We were up, and that weightless feeling, you get it like in your pubic area. You know what I'm talking about? Like the low stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like the weirdest sensation ever. Like there was this one ride at Great Adventure where it was a kid's ride too, it was like pretty much, where it would shoot up and then you just drop, and it would shoot you back up and you drop halfway and then go back up and drop again. Oh, it was freaking
the Tower of Terror, those kind of
something like that. Yeah, Tower of Terror sounds freaking scary.
That's good.
I think it was closed when I went to Disney. I think it's gone actually.
Is it? I remember. Oh, I think they changed it to something else. It's no longer Tower of Terror.
Yeah,
because it used to be like a. This is the one. This one's in Florida. Is the one I went on
in Orlando.
Yeah, and it was like you go through like a haunted hotel.
Yeah,
and then it's supposed to be like the elevator. You get in, and then it's like,
and then it just drops, right?
Comes up. Well, when it kind of goes up, drops a couple times, freaking you out. And then it goes up to the top, and this door opens, whoosh, and you can see the whole park.
Oh my!
And then you know you're at the top, and then it's just waiting, then it just drops.
Oh no! See that? I'm not down with.
But in space, that would be none of that nauseous feeling.
Yeah, because you're just floating.
Yeah, once you get through the launch, then it's just like you're just floating.
I wonder, that launch must be the most epic.
Yeah.
Because you're going faster than you've ever gone in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to go fast.
1,300 miles an hour, I think. Or is it 13?
13,000?
1,000.
That sounds accurate.
I know they're going 13,000 when they're like in space.
Dude,
maybe it is that fast.
Wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can't believe they do that.
That's I think I told this, but I heard the shuttle come back into the atmosphere the one time in California.
What?
Yeah, I think I told this. Yeah, I was like
Oh,
taking
it
the
was like
garbage out, and you just hear the sonic boom. Like, what was that?
That's crazy.
Hear that thing come back in, man.
When I was in Italy, they had they must have shot off like a cannon or something. I don't know what it was, but I was just walking in the courtyard of the hotel, and all of a sudden you hear, boom! Dude, I thought we were like under attack. Like I was so scared, and the staff had to calm me down that it was all good.
Nowadays, that's like a fear.
Yes.
More so, I mean, I guess being in America, certain places where you grow up, that's just normal. But here, with bombings and terrorist attacks and shootings, you hear a big boom like that, or somewhere where that's not supposed to go down. That's the first thing that jumps in your head. You know what I mean?
I remember.
Was that a bomb? What's going? Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember at school they would have the bomb drills.
Mm-hmm.
You hide under the freaking desk.
Yeah. Well, I never had bomb drill. It was only fire back in the day.
Fire drills,
my
I remember.
time.
Those were big.
I guess because 2001, I was in freshman year of high school, so I think we might have had like some extra drills like that after that. But
Yeah.
we only had fire growing up. Now, my son has, I don't know what they call them. They don't call them, shooting drills or whatever. But
Yeah, well, now you got all the school
they have
shootings.
drills for that now.
They didn't have school shootings when we were in school.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Freaking.
It's scary.
It's a lot to do with, like, I think just kids not having the resources of, like, I don't know. It's a lot of mental illness.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
I don't want to get into all that.
No.
Bring this down.
But so after I worked for my dad, that was it pretty much. I worked for my uncle doing that moving stuff with the equipment.
Falling off trucks.
Off trucks, the Verizon building. And that was my
Past
last day
episode.
of work. Yeah, go back, listen to that. But then this was a good one. I was an upholsterer for my other uncle. My uncle
grandfather
Tony.
was an upholsterer.
I learned a lot doing that. I built chairs and
That's
couches.
cool.
Like,
you need to get that skill back, dude.
well, I can do it. Like if I have the tools, and But the thing is, I would do a lot of the ripping apart,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was the seamstress that would do like the sewing,
Yeah.
and they had like the sewing machines, and I would do the deliveries also. But I loved breaking apart the chairs and
That's
seeing how it
cool.
was like constructed. Like
Mhm.
there's just freaking foam
Nothing
inside.
in there,
Yeah, it's
Jerry.
like, and the stuff's pretty toxic. A lot
Oh
of it.
yeah, it's true.
That fiberglass stuff you're talking about, I used to get that
Mm.
all over my arms.
Oh, itchy for days.
Did you ever do roofing?
My own house, but no, not as a job. That's some hard labor right there.
Real hard labor.
Hard labor.
At one point, they were paying like $50 an hour.
Yeah, I mean, you're lifting 50, 100-pound things, up and down ladders.
Yeah,
and
my brother used to come home with like tar on his skin.
some of the roofs are super steep. You got to work like on a ladder, or like literally you're nailing in 2x4s to the roof just to stand on so you don't slip down.
And some of them may have that
sketchy.
tar, and it's so hot out that the tar is like melting.
And it's hot.
Yes.
Because
Hot,
you're
hot.
on an asphalt freaking roof.
Yes.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's not fun. But yeah, so I guess a lot of my life I just had to hustle my own work. Sold pot at one time.
Mhm.
And remember when my mom found the stash? It was not a good day.
It's good for
Had-
your eyes.
had all-
Someone told you. It was,
Yeah, first time I ever smoked pot, got caught by my parents. They were like, "What the hell are you thinking?" I was like, "Ma, they told me if I smoked, I'd be able to see better."
She wasn't buying that one.
The first time my brother ever smoked pot, he came home and he's like, "Mom, something's wrong. I can't swallow my own spit."
Oh my god.
She's like, "It's called Cottonmouth, Oliver."
Oh my.
Yeah, my mom wasn't no fool. My mom used to. I'd come home and she used to smell me.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she would hug me, you would hear the. I'd be
What
like,
have I
"Oh
been
shit!"
doing? Yeah.
I used to rub my hands in the grass outside.
I never got caught.
No.
Thank God. My mom
Oh.
would have killed me.
Yeah, it was.
All my
bad.
brothers got caught. The only one did not get caught. Made it through unscathed.
Yeah,
I kept my pristine, the baby image. You know, I was the baby.
you were always
I
the
could
good.
do no wrong.
Really. That was my brother John, the
I
second
learned from my
oldest.
brothers, though. That was your brother. He was the good one.
Yeah, he just could never be in my mom's bad graces,
Mm-hmm.
or if that's the right term.
Yeah.
But yeah, and except when they would leave their wet surfboards and wetsuits inside,
Ooh,
my
that
mom
was the
would
one.
bug out. I remember my mom taking.
Just sand and
I
water. all
remember
over.
her taking the surfboard, so pissed off, and threw it out the front door onto the concrete. My brother was losing it, like, because you ding the board.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's no bueno. That was. I remember my brothers being chased out with frying pans.
Mm.
One time, my brother Ollie, my dad was sleeping on the couch. We're in a rental house where our house was getting an addition. I'll never forget this. My dad's sleeping on the couch, snoring away. And my brother's kind of annoyed that he's like just snoring on the couch. My brother's trying to watch TV. And my brother pulls down his pants and farts in my dad's face.
Oh
And my dad woke up
God.
livid, like chased him out of the house and locked him out for the night. He was like, "Fuck you."
Fart in my face.
Yeah.
Get ready for that, dude. Here we go.
I know. I'm like,
That's why you want a boy.
oh. I'm worried. I think about like the things I did growing up, and I'm just like,
Yeah, you got to go through it.
scary.
Got to guide them.
Even the depression, it's like, damn, you're gonna have to deal with so much. Figuring out your place in this world.
It's not easy.
Oh.
My first, I think I was legally blind when I worked in a different deli after moving
You
back
love
from.
the food trade.
I moved back from
a
California.
lot of food. That's why you're a good cook.
A lot of food. Yeah, Fleming's. But I never cooked. Fleming's I helped a couple times,
You cooked in.
but I was in the
McDonald's.
kitchen. McDonald's a little bit. Call that cooking. And then the surf shop. And then when I came back, the deli. So that's when I was like, I wouldn't use a cane, but I was legally blind. So, but I still had that central vision, so it was still good. But then I went to Fleming's Steakhouse where I was working in the kitchen or in the dish room, And that's when I was first like lost my sight. I started losing all my vision.
You started noticing in the dish room?
No, this is just like while I
Okay.
was working, like over a couple weeks span. Like the one morning I woke up and I had like a big chunk loss and all this stuff.
I remember
But that was like my first job being, like blind. You know what I mean? And that was weird.
Did your manager or boss
No,
know?
boss. Yeah, he knew. He wasn't that good. I remember I've told this story where he told me not to bring the dishes from the main line out front where it was busy.
I don't remember.
You had to go get the. Sorry, I'm burping. I had to go get. There we go. Man, chicken wings. You had to go out in the main line and grab like the full hotel pan of the dirty dishes and bring them back. But I was like bumping into people and told me not, or he told somebody else
Oh,
to tell
okay.
me
Yeah.
like, hey, don't just tell Dan that you're gonna do that from now on. So
Was that tough?
Hurt. That one hurt really.
That
bad.
was probably a real blow.
And then I might have got even worse. And then I went on
Disability.
disability after that.
Was that a tough transition?
I was stoked at that point. I was like, oh, I don't gotta work. I thought I was gonna have all the money, but he don't pay you shit.
Yeah.
You don't get any money. So then I realized like, oh, if I actually want to have a life, and then my first real job as like a blind person using a cane, getting to and from work and all that stuff was the massage,
Oh,
and that was chill.
that was after you went to massage school, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So did you were blind and then were you like, oh, I guess I'm gonna do massage?
Yeah.
It seems like a trend.
It is.
It's a lot of
It is a
blind people.
trend.
I thought I was gonna be a masseuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in California, I was looking up all the
A lot of
schooling and
people
stuff,
think it. Yeah.
and I was like, "This is
All
what
with your
I'm
hands?
gonna be," because I grew up massaging my whole family.
You were the family hands.
Family hands. They always say no one else can give one like me. I think it might have been manipulation,
Yeah, maybe.
but
But that was. I mean, I learned a lot about like the muscles anatomy.
the body.
I learned a lot.
Did you do prenatals?
Prenatals, yeah.
You did.
You had to learn. We had a whole class on prenatals, everything, hot stones, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna need.
I can give a mean massage, dude.
I know. I need to know about.
I still have my table.
You gotta teach me the pressure for a prenatal, because when I massage Kelly now, I always feel like I'm doing harm or something.
Well, the prenatal is really more about how you put the person on the table,
Oh, okay.
especially when they're really big and they can't lay on their belly anymore.
Because they say deep tissue's not too good though, because it releases the toxins.
Yeah. You can still do deep.
Okay. Because when I get into the knots, I get worried because I've heard that before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never really heard anything about that action.
Did you learn about reflexology?
A little
Like
bit.
the foot massage and stuff?
A little bit, like the different a lot. I know a lot of good pressure points on the head where if your nose is clogged up,
Wow.
I can get you on the table and have you be able to breathe on your nose.
Yeah, I used to do this thing where if my nose was stuffed, you pull like your cheeks back a little, and it releases like it allows you to get more airflow up there.
Yeah, there's pressure points right next to the nostrils, and then up on the cheekbones.
Yeah, the
Are
ones
the two main.
the ones where like kind of under the ears where the
just
cheek,
one under there.
the cheek, they get real tender.
Mm-hmm.
The cheekbone.
That one's helpful, and then but prenatal is like having the woman lie on their side, and the way you put the bolster, like the pillow, under their leg so they're comfortable, and then you work their back that way
Okay.
on their side,
So yeah, you have to do it from a new position or
and
angle.
then you rotate them, and then you can get the other arm and all that stuff. And then if you want, you can do. They even did we actually had a girl who was, I think Monica was her name, but who was pregnant in our class.
Ah, so you were able to practice on her.
On her, and then he even got to feel her belly and rub her belly.
Oh, that's pretty
You always
cool.
gotta ask, you want me to rub the belly?
Oh,
Super cute.
that is cute.
She had her. I said this story too before, but her water broke during one of our finals.
Oh,
But it was like her third kid. She's like, no, I'll just finish my final real quick.
Are
and then I'll
you
go to the hospital.
serious?
Finish your test and get out of there.
Oh my! Wow, the water was broken.
Yeah.
Wow, that's why. When was the day you were like, "That's it, I'm done being a masseuse. I'm gonna do something more." Do you remember that
yeah,
transition?
there was a day when I had the same thing that Kelly had. If I don't know if we had that episode yet, but if not, she talked about how when she's like, "Ooh, I can't do this job."
Yeah.
Just that feeling of this is not where I'm supposed
This
to
isn't
be.
my life. I can't do this day in and day out for the rest of my
Yeah,
life.
and that's when I went back to school and started with the teaching and then to VRT eventually.
Did someone kind of help point you in that direction of going to
Yeah,
school?
getting my cane training is when I learned about the whole
all
blind
the
rehab,
services.
and that's when
stuff.
I switched from I was gonna do like special ed teaching, and then hopefully I was thinking like teach blind and stuff.
Well, now you are.
PE.
You're still helping blind people, which is cool.
And then I went to that, yeah.
That's wild. And then skateboarding.
And then skateboarding one.
That's freaking.
Thank the
awesome.
Lord.
Thank
I'll
the
do this as
Lord.
long as I can.
Let's see.
Speech on. 039.
Yeah, we'll hop into a.
Yeah, we should hop into.
We got some more voicemails
Let's
here.
switch it on over.
One, can you remember the
Google Voice.
number?
Open navigation menu. Button.
190
908 349 1480.
There we go.
Sorry.
Ooh.
We're going to switch it on over to voicemails.
Oh, thank you for the
Voicemail 12 7 from 681
transition.
888 01. Unread. Voicemail 40. Unread. Voicemail 52. Account and settings. Signed in Anthony Ferraro. Anthony 4 days. Unread. Voicemail 52 seconds from Tom Dad. Wednesday 23. 38. Transcript K. This is Tom. He might know me. Selected. Unread. Audio destination picker. Button. 0%. Adjustable. Audio play. Button.
Anthony's
from a-
iPhone.
This is from someone you guys might know. Why isn't it working? Hold on.
Speech on.
Hang on.
Voicemail 52 seconds from Tom Dad. Play. Button.
This is Tom. You might know me as Tommy Guns. I don't know if you guys remember me, but I used to work on the podcast as a Google guy. You know, I Google stuff for you. And
Doesn't sound like Tom.
anyway, I'm just wondering if I could have my job back. Things have really gone downhill since I've left. Currently living in a van down by the river. Anyway, really use your guys' wisdom and advice right now. Give me a call back.
Should we call him back?
You know, most people, once they leave this internship, usually go well
Yeah,
high
they
and
go and
beyond.
flourish.
CEOs,
CEOs.
their own business
or
owners.
at least
Ooh.
a CFO,
Yeah.
CMO.
He's in, but I mean, a van down the river don't sound too bad.
No, he's got a van. He's by a river. He's by a water
Yep.
source. That's a good step, Tom.
Do some
You're
fishing.
thinking well. You're thinking right.
At least you got a van.
Yeah, some people don't even have that.
He's talked about his van on the old episodes, right?
Yeah, he has. He was on a YouTube
Sounds-
episode for
Oh,
someone.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
Tommy Gunn, we love you. We miss you. We can always use Googling.
When we're in Jersey, you got your job back, baby.
You got it back.
Or you come on out to Michigan.
Come on out. He would make the trip.
Yeah.
He would drive anywhere. Tommy Gunn, he met someone on Instagram that reached out to him, this girl who said she needed to put a band together for an audition in Nashville. And he drove out without knowing this girl. And he was the guitar player for her band.
Really?
And he learned the songs and they crushed it. And the girl went on to winning the audition. And he went to some like school thing he was telling me that they got like accepted to or something for winning that. And then he
Okay.
was sitting in the school like with around all these songwriters and engineers and stuff. He's like, I can't do this. I gotta get out of here.
Was this recent? This just
Yes,
happened?
this was a couple months ago.
Ah. That's hilarious. Why didn't he stick in the band?
I don't know.
Next thing you know, we're gonna see him winning a cat or a what's the music one? Not an Emmy.
CMA, Country Music
CMA.
Award,
Yeah, they're gonna be winning CMAs
or the
what's the
Oscar. No, that's
it is
the
Academy
movies.
Award. No,
Yeah, it
is
is Academy Award.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then Oscars are movies. Okay,
Grammys too.
Grammys. That's what I'm
yes,
thinking.
Grammys.
Of. Grammys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tommy's made for entertainment. He is.
Yeah.
He's very what's the word? Outgoing, no. Asymmetrical. What is the fuck?
Asperger's.
No.
Anatomically correct.
Oh.
Anarchist.
No.
Able-bodied.
He is able-bodied to an extent.
Anti.
just outgoing, flamboyant.
Outgoing.
What's the
He's got-
extrovert? Extrovert. He's an extrovert.
Okay.
He can entertain. He's a good hang.
Very
Love
fun.
Tommy Gunn. And he loves the liquid deaths. He calls them LDs.
Yeah, I love an LD.
He loves an LD.
We need LD to send us some LD.
Yeah, LD.
Good up. I need some sweatpants.
We
Too.
love you, Liquid Death. Yeah, I keep hearing about these sweatpants.
Joe List. I need some.
I know. I need
sweatpants,
some.
too.
I heard you got a nice sweatshirt too. Would love one. So Liquid Death.
Tommy, yeah, you always have a home at.
You
Four
always
Bad
got a
Eyes.
seat at Four Bad Eyes. You're
No eating on the microphone.
Yeah,
though.
no-
That's why we had to let you go.
Yeah, we had to let you go because of the pretzels,
Maybe
Tommy.
learn your lesson.
Yep. And I hope you get out of the van and into an apartment.
Yeah, I'd love to come see your place one time.
he
hang out
bought-
on the river.
He rented an apartment. He asked me if he should do it. It was a very good price, and it was by the beach. And I told him to do it. And it lasted about 2 weeks, and then he's like, I got to get out of here. Tommy's not made to stay in one spot.
He just likes the van life.
Yeah. Well, we do miss you, Tommy Gunn. You pulled up some great articles for us.
What river are you living on? I don't know.
I think in Vermont.
We don't want to blow a spot up. Oh, he's not even in Jersey or anything right now?
No, he asked us to call him back. But
Yeah,
Voicemail 52
right.
seconds from Tom.
we'll
Wednesday.
call him
Play. Button.
soon. We love you, Tommy.
Speaker. Button. 0%.
That was
That's really funny.
just
It
make
wasn't
sure when you poop, it's away from a water source.
Yeah, downriver.
You got to be downriver.
Down.
200 feet. Is that the
Well, you're not supposed to be 100 yards.
100
from
yards.
from the water. Yeah.
300 feet?
I know when you camp like on sites like that.
Football field from the water, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're staying warm. I know it's probably cold in Vermont right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's snowboarding. His method used to be would live in his van on the mountain, and then he would go and shower at like a Planet Fitness. He had it
Mhm.
down.
That's good.
Yeah, and because
good.
it was like $10 a month or something.
Right.
He's a smart kid. He uses his resources well,
Good.
and he's not like a trust fund kid. He's not like, he's not from a rich family by any means. Like they do well, but not, it's not like anything to write home about. And he's always made his own dollar.
Yeah.
Lately, he's been flipping vans. He's
Ah.
been flipping cars.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tommy Gunn, all over the road. We love you and we miss you. You're always got a spot here.
Yep.
Let's see
Speaker.
what
Button.
else we got.
0%.
It
Adjustable.
wasn't. That's not the voice I remember from old Tommy.
He sounded a little tired.
Sound a little
Learn more.
weathered.
Learn more. Link.
Been on the
Sounded-
road too
Link.
long.
He sounded a little
Unread.
tired.
Voicemail 41 seconds from
Road
330 242 9262 Wednesday 2051. Transcript hello. I was just wondering. I just want to say that I love watching. So fun. Unread. Voicemail 12 seconds from 681. Unread. Voicemail 41 seconds from 330 242 9262 Wednesday 2051. Transcript hello. I was just wondering. I just want to say that I love watching. So fun. And I just want to say that I love watching. So fun. Unread. Voicemail 12 seconds from. Unread. Voicemail 5 seconds from 626 413 1012 Wednesday 17 31. Collapse.
Oh, I had a good one here.
Unread. Voicemail 2 seconds from 681
Give me 1
0133.
second. All right, so let's go to our next one here. This is from Owen.
32 seconds from 781. Play. Button.
Let's see what Owen's got to say.
Speech off.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Owen, and I was wondering, is there an issue that you guys come across where you think that you're consuming one drink, but it turns out to be another? Because I'll tell you what, man, if I thought that I was going to go have a glass of milk or something, then all of a sudden I just get a mouthful of, like, sour orange juice, and that just wasn't what I was expecting, I would be pretty angry. It's two completely different tastes. It's terrible. All right, love y'all. One love.
That's a good one.
Great.
Thanks,
That was a great one.
I was a little lost for a second, and then he brought it together with the.
He did. He brought it.
Speaker. Button.
He brought it. to-
Something where you're.
I got one.
You got a good
I
one.
got a good one.
Lay it on me.
Oh man, I'll never forget this. Actually, I was like, it's probably 12 or 13. I woke up in the morning, bone dry, Jerry. Like, I need water.
Mm-hmm.
I go downstairs to the old drink fridge, and I open it up. I reach in. I know we got seltzers in there, right? So I'm like, oh, I could really go for a cold
Nice
seltzer
seltzer,
right
want a
now.
little bubbly
Cold
action.
seltzer. And then the seltzer I open, I snap, crackle, pop it. It does the psst. So I'm like, oh, it's gotta be seltzer. I didn't even smell. I was so thirsty, no smell. That's mistake number one, okay? Mistake
Smell
number
test.
one. and then I take a big old swig, like chug half the can in one sip. As I'm chugging, you know how like you're so thirsty the taste doesn't even hit
Doesn't
you
hit
right
you for
away
a
if you're
second.
chugging?
Mm-hmm.
It hits me. It is tomato juice.
Ooh.
I was so taken back that
Where's this at?
in my house.
Okay.
I threw up. I was like,
tomato
"Bleh!"
juice.
Oh, it was so bad. I hate tomato. I
That's
can't
about
drink
as
it to this day.
Far off as
That's
you can get
from
from
seltzer water.
When you're going from seltzer water to tomato juice, that's a full 180 left turn there.
And that's what I'm saying with Owen's reference to milk to sour orange juice. It was pretty much that.
done it.
dude. It was gnarly. Oh, and now I know to do the smell test. You gotta do the smell test.
I was making eggs like last week, and I'm looking for some garlic powder. And I
Oh.
smelled something like, yeah, it smells like garlic powder. Put it in my eggs, cooking. Ate it. I was like, oh, those are really good. Heather comes home, and she's like, oh, man, were you using chili powder? I'm like, chili? Oh, that's what was in my eggs. It didn't hit me until she said it, and she smelled it to realize that I was using the chili powder, not the garlic powder.
But see, that was almost a
That was
good
a happy
twist.
mistake.
Yeah, it was a happy
there. I was
mistake.
like, oh, I put a little bit of chili powder in my eggs from now on. I'm sorry, curry powder.
Oh, I
Not
would
chili
not
powder.
have been stoked
Chili
on
would have been
that.
too spicy. Curry was in there
Oh, it's a weird.
because those have a similar smell.
They do have a similar smell that I think about it. Curry's a little stronger.
Yeah, it'll burn the nostrils a little
Yeah.
more.
You know, there's certain curries they cook with that they have to actually wear a mask because it's
Ooh,
so
yeah,
spicy.
Yeah,
That's
burn
that's the
your
shit
throat.
right there.
But that was kind of a
that's
good
happy
one.
mistake.
So
I-
put a little curry in your eggs. Not too bad.
I had one. This was one more that I'll never forget. I was a little kid. I'm at the pizza shop. I'm at Naples Pizza. Rest in peace.
Rest in
they
pizza.
sold it, but what happened? Oh, so I'm out to eat with my mom. It's just me and my mom, and it's like one of those old school pizzerias, so it's not like fancy or anything. You're just sitting there in the booths, and there's only like 3 booths on each side, and we're eating dinner. I have a soda in like a red Solo cup,
Mm-hmm.
and Mike, he's an old school Italian guy. He knows my mom, and mom used to like to drink her wine back in the day.
That's what I was
Doesn't
thinking. You went for
anymore.
the wine.
She had wine in a Solo cup because they didn't even sell wine. He was just drinking wine and gave my mom a glass,
Mm-hmm.
but in the Solo cup. So I'm sitting there eating my meal. I had a little bit of vision. I see the dark liquid in the red cup because it's red wine, and I'm thirsty. I just ate this salty chicken parm.
I've heard you drink. You chug.
I chug. I love a chug.
vocally.
Yes, I don't mean to. Every time I get that little slurp, I'm like,
It's like
damn
you've
it.
never had a drink before.
I
when you're
know.
thirsty,
Every
thirsty.
time I get it, because it goes back to cutting weight. I used to deprive myself of drinks because there was a lot of
Yeah.
weight, the water
So when you
weight.
get it.
So every time I get a drink now, I feel like it's my last drink, and I freaking chug.
So
it.
you went for the chug.
So
of
I
the
went for the
old
chug and the
soda pop.
old wine, and it was the wine. I had to spit it right back in the glass.
Oh,
It was nasty. I
Wine
remember it
a-
was
wine
cheap
as a-
red wine
wine
too.
as a kid is no. bueno.
Oh, I don't know why they give them to him in Italy for kids, but it was no bueno.
Well, Carlos Rosso or something.
It was some cheap, probably cooking red wine. Like,
yeah,
it was not good. But-
yeah. I put like the wrong 2 different shoes on before.
Oh,
Left the
did I
house.
tell this story when I was going out to my gig the other week? I was like, I'm gonna dress up for this. I'm playing lead for someone. I don't normally sit in to play lead guitar for people. They don't really ask me that a lot. I'm all pumped, right? It's my buddy and his girl, and she's a great songwriter, singer, plays acoustic guitar. He plays the drums. We got a little trio going,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I'm gonna look good tonight. I put on my Stevie Ray hat, get all dapper, put on a little collared shirt, and then I
Couple
put on a
dabs
little,
of cologne.
little leather jacket action. I put the
Snazzy.
jeans on. I get to the cowboy boots. Now I have 2 sets of cowboy boots. One, and they're totally different, mind you.
Mhm.
One is ostrich, so it has like the little freaking
Bumpy nipples on it.
yeah, nipples from where they pull out the feathers, and the other are just these leather, like distressed leather cowboy boots. Same length, like they go up the same length,
Mm-hmm.
and they're next to each other, and somehow. I'm all ready. I'm all dressed. Got my guitar. I'm ready to go. Kelly, let's go. And I'm walking out. She's like, What looks different about you? I had the right shoe of the one boot and the left shoe of the other boot, looking like a freaking blind guitar player. And I was so ready. I was like, I feel good.
You got an ostrich on one foot and a cow on the other.
Yeah, it was so messed up. And she's like, you have two freaking
Oh my
boots on.
God.
And I was ready to go out and play. I had no
Yeah.
idea. I didn't even think twice.
would've
The
started
inside
the
of the
new
boot
trend.
felt the same.
Could have started the new trend.
I didn't even know.
But I do that a lot if I'm in a rush and I feel things.
Well, because
I
you have a
can
lot
s-
of the same shoes.
I can still mix up. I think I felt.
Yes, if you're rushing.
And if I'm thinking about, like, if you were thinking about ostrich and you felt the one ostrich boot and then you felt the other one, that's something where I would be like, for some reason, I think I felt the ostrich texture on the other boot, even though I really
This is
didn't.
the thing. I wasn't even feeling the texture at this point.
You're just
I was just
slipping 'em on.
slipping them on, and they both have the things on the sides that you pull up.
Felt like the same boot.
Yeah, they were both the same, and I was like, I felt like such an idiot.
It happens, dude.
Oh, it was a bad one. It's
That's a good one, Owen. Owen, right?
Owen, big shout
That's
out.
good.
Let's see what else.
Voicemail 32 seconds from 781-835-0162, Wednesday 16, 23, transfer K, what's going on?
This,
0%, adjustable. Audio destination, play.
keep
Voicemail
talking
32,
over there.
alright,
Jared.
voicemail
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Alright,
listening to
voicemail
your. I
5
was sucked
Alright,
into
voicemail
your
2 seconds,
phone
61,
there.
88,
That's
0133,
Anthony on his
Alright,
old
voicemail 5 seconds from 626, 413,
iPhone
101,
with
Wednesday 17,
his
31, collapse.
voiceover going.
Selected. Alright, voicemail 5 seconds from 626,
The more you listen to the show, maybe you'll start to be able to start to pick that up.
This is only
the more you
5
listen to it.
seconds, but let's see.
Let's see what we got. See what we have. Was that it?
I hope you're okay.
Was that?
I hope they're okay.
This is what's up. That's the classic.
Speed on.
Remember? Do you ever see that
Alright, voicemail
Budweiser
41 seconds from
commercial?
330, 242, 9262, Wednesday 20, 51,
That was
transfer
hot for a
I was just wondering,
minute.
I just want to say that I love watching so funny.
Was
Voicemail 52
that?
seconds from Contact, Wednesday 23,
Was
Wednesday
that?
4days.com, button. Voice-
My
Alright,
uncle
voicemail-
always
alright,
said
voicemail 12
that.
seconds from 681, 888, 0133, Wednesday 18,
There we
033,
go.
It was like a
transfer
Super Bowl commercial.
review everything. Thank you. Bye. Collapse.
Here, let's see.
Selected. Alright, voicemail 12 seconds. Play. Button.
I just want to say I'm such a huge fan. Super inspired by your work, your YouTube, everything. Thank you.
Yeah. Where's the name? Give me
I
a
know.
shout
You gotta let
out.
the name know.
Very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for shouting out our
I got a feeling that
YouTube.
was directed to you.
No, that was 4 Bad Eyes.
Eyes.
This is a 4 Bad Eyes line, not an ASF Vision line.
That was good though. We appreciate that very much.
Messages. 6 on
We have a really
We'll keep
good.
up.
Selected. Messages. 6 on 6 2 6
Hold
4 1
on.
3 1 3 3 0 2 4 2 9 2
Hold on.
3 0 6 4 7 0 7 5 5 4. Unread. Wednesday. Hey guys, I'm Glenn Reckless. You guys are so inspiring. I love your content on Instagram. I hope you don't mind if I tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a disabled musician. I suffer from bipolar disorder and also have glaucoma. Between 2001 and 2016, I was hospitalized 8 times for bipolar mania. My life was taken away from me at 19 when I was first diagnosed with bipolar. I was thrust into a world of psychiatrists and pharmacists and pills and injections. I was from the band I was in at the time in 2001. I now play in a band called the Remedy Lights. We released our first album in 2016 and now we're working on our fourth. I also have music published under Glenn Reckless. After my last hospitalization in 2016, I stopped seeing psychiatrists and ditched the medicines they were giving me that did nothing but harm me, and now pretty much stick to weed. It's the only thing that helps me sleep, so as long as I can sleep, I figured out that I'm healthy and die. No, my illness was largely caused by lack of sleep. I live in Saskatchewan, Canada, in a small town called Hudson Bay. We are very remote in the world here, an hour from the next community, 3 hours from the city. Growing up, I started skating in the 80s and skateboarded for 4 or 5 years, and then in the 90s I got common. I really no one to skate because all the older guys left. Then when I wanted to get board and grading, I wasn't allowed one because all the bad jock kids were doing it. It wasn't until grade 10 that I got another skateboard and got into snowboarding. After my life was derailed in 2001, I had probably 6 8 setups between then and 2016, but just never really stuck, could never get into. I was either too overweight or unhealthy mentally. 2 years ago in June, got back into skating, so I had 2 seasons back at skating and snowboarding. In 2017, I had quit cigarettes and ballooned up over 300 pounds by 2019. I also really messed up my knee winter 2017. I never did much too. Rehabilitated prevented me from getting back on the skateboard. I had been doing it in 2016. I had built a mini ramp which got turned into a shed roof after the injury. I figured I couldn't skate anymore. Reuniting with skating in 2021 is the one thing that really gave me my life back and started to get me back on track. Like finding something you lost that you love so much. It had just been sitting there right in front of me the whole time. I'm now around 240 pounds. I've been skating inside my house during the winters. I retired while including 1/4 pipes. Following your guys' story is really inspiring as I hear one day I may go blind due to my glaucoma. Some days are worse than others, and in certain life I seem to have a lot of floaty stuff in my line of vision. My name, Glenn Reckless, comes from a friend who used to call me this because of the way I was conducting my life for so many years. Bipolar mania shuts down the part of your brain responsible for risk assessment. And during my hard years, I walked the hard path and was often marked and very naive. People would take advantage of me left and right at any opportunity, especially after my illness once I moved back to the city. I lived in mental health care homes for a couple years there. It was a very difficult thing to live on $120 a month allowance. I once got conked over the head by a drug dealer for over $40 because I went there to try to buy some mushrooms for my friend. Stuff like that. Or the same guy gave me a watch and then I was kind of in his pocket. All long ago, but still a traumatic time of my life. My body says it's a surprise I'm alive from what he knows I was through. Anyway, things are pretty great for me now compared to a decade ago. But only through relentless persistence and not giving in when I most felt it. Thanks for taking the time to listen to my story. I need to take the time to watch more of you guys' podcasts, the ones I watch I really enjoy. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the inspiration and motivation. One love. My music is the thing that kept me hanging on through the worst parts. It's not the best quality production, but I would love it if you gave some listen. If you feel like that is, if you do just give me a search, it's all on Spotify or YouTube. Some platforms are 401
Jeez,
297
that
Glenn,
was
that was a
story,
full-life story.
Glenn. That was.
540
The Mercury Lights? What's the name of the band or something like that? But yeah, he went. So he had bipolar. He was bipolar,
Bipolar,
glaucoma.
He got off his meds in 2016,
meds.
and his main thing was lack of sleep. He found medical marijuana that helped his sleeping.
Mhm.
He skated until grade 8 because his parents made him stop because they thought it was all druggies. And then he got back into skating. He
now said he ripped down a wall in his house and has a quarter pipe in there,
Yeah,
skating in the winter.
it's
That's
freaking-
what's up.
he's lost all this weight. He's down to 240 after he blew
Keep
up
it
from stopping cigarettes, which
going,
is incredible, dude. And now he said in
60
2021 he found skateboarding again, which was like the missing link in his life.
Yeah.
That the love that was right in front of him the whole time. Therapeutic, Jerry.
Music
The
and skating.
That is
Music,
Glenn-
skating, and good sleep.
Glenn
dude.
Reckless. They call him Glenn
Glenn
Reckless because of how he lived his life. He used to, he got conked over a head from drug dealers
Trying to
trying to
buy
buy mushrooms for his friend. Glenn, you got a story, man. This is incredible. That was a lot, man.
Oh, full life story there.
The Merculites, I believe is the
Yeah,
band name.
Merculite, something
Dude,
like that.
you gotta check them out. Great. Thanks for writing that, Glenn. That was a freaking
Thanks for sharing that.
yes.
A lot to share.
I know what it's like to get yourself off the antidepressant medication. I know all about that road, and it's not an easy one, but you did it, and my hat's off to you, brother.
Proud of you.
Thank you for following along. It's
Yeah,
really
that's an exciting story right there, dude. I want to gotta give us some updates as you go. Keep giving us an update every 10 pounds you keep shedding.
yes.
dude. I want to
You
hear
gotta
it.
update us, please. You call in next time. Say your
Keep
story
pushing.
on the voice. I need to hear you.
Yeah.
828-493-8424 on red Wednesday. Rob Alec.
All right, I got a shout out for.
828-493-8424. Question. Has there ever been or is there any blind state representatives or officials? You are more than just an inspiration. Spread peaceful fires. Rob, Wednesday 15, 50.
Are there any
Are there
blind
any blind state
representatives
or officials from Rob Bollock?
There's Richard Bernstein, the son of Sam Bernstein, who's 1-800-CALL-SAM. You
Son
ever
of
heard that?
Sam?
No.
Oh.
The way different Sam.
Oh.
1-800-CALL-SAM is huge lawyer, like
Oh,
in
the
this,
guy that had all the commercials.
all the current 1-800-CALL-SAM. Got huge. His son is blind, fully blind, and he became the Michigan Supreme Court justice, which is pretty insane.
You know, I wanted to run for office,
Obviously, I don't know if
but then I don't want to.
state or anything.
It was for like town, just for the
Mhm.
town borough, but you learn about the corruption. It's just too much.
Yeah, maybe when I'm older, run for mayor or something.
There was one other one I wanted to get to. One sec.
828-493-8. Contact on red Wednesday. Eggplant. Account and settings. Signed in tomorrow.
Eggplant. Someone sent you an eggplant.
828-493-540-297-5486. Wednesday. You. Hello.
Someone just
3
said
0 6 4 7 0
hello.
7 5
Hello.
Hey guys, I'm Glenn Reckless. You guys are so inspiring. 3 3 0
Glenn
2 4 2 9 2
Reckless.
6 2 on red Wednesday. Just let me know if you can with you. 5 8 7 8 8 9 1 6 3 0 on red Wednesday. You again. I really enjoy your videos on Instagram. Keep them coming. Always brings a smile on my face. Thanks guys. You are amazing and inspiration. Smiley hands in heart shape.
You again.
6 2 6 4 1 3 1 0 1 2. Wednesday. Rock on your hand with medium skin tone making the sign of the thorns. 2 0
Rock
4
on
2 3 0 3 3 4 0.
hippies.
Wednesday. Andrew from Winnipeg.
You hippies.
Andrew from Winnipeg. Oh, this is the one.
0
Okay.
back button. 204 230 3340. Do you guys think Nigel should have won Saudi? Tyshawn's general card with a crazy but still. I'm not a Nigel fan, but Denver I feel like he's Leo DiCaprio at the Oscars for 41. One love hands raised in celebration. Wednesday 16 40.
I think Nyjah should have won
Won
Skater
Sodi.
of the Year.
He said he's not even a big Nyjah fan, but he feels like he's the Leonardo before he won all those Oscars.
I mean, I have to say
What-
Tyshawn over Nyjah.
Is that because of Adidas? Or are you actually...
There's a lot of rumors I'm not going to get into about Nyjah that
Yeah,
within
some-
the industry that are no bueno.
Yeah, I've
Um,
heard some of those.
But I mean, there's no doubt that as a skateboarder, was the best skateboarder in the world, and still is one of the best. But yeah, I don't know. I was Tyshawn either way.
I'm a
Or
big Tyshawn guy,
I was
I
rooting
must
for
say.
Louis Lopez. He's also
Lowley, right?
Louis Lopez.
Is it Louis?
Yeah,
Why does
he hasn't won one, and he's deserved one. There's just so many skaters.
He rides
man.
for is it Crete? No, where does he ride for?
I'm not sure his board. He was like Volcom forever.
Volcom,
He
yeah.
was jeez. Sorry, the name of the. What am I blanking for? Flip. He was Flip. for a while.
Oh, Flip!
But
I remember Flip.
I think he's off Flip now. I'm not. I might be wrong, but yeah, he's the one who's deserved it. For
My
a long
brother
time.
wanted him to win. I know that.
Yeah.
Louis
Yeah,
Lopez.
he's dope.
And there's not a Lally Lopez, right? It's just how my phone reads it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Louis Lopez.
I think. Do you know what Nigel's clip was?
Well, no, it's just all of.
It's all parts.
It's the whole year.
Okay, because
It's the skating. It's the ads. Did you get a cover? Did you?
I thought because they posted the clip of Tyshawn doing the kickflip across the
train gap.
Yeah, that was wild. I've always been a big Tyshawn guy. I think he's freaking.
He's just so
incredible,
steezy, and oh man, his pop is insane. Yeah, that's his second time winning it.
Yeah, I think that's why people were like, "What?" And then
I mean, amount of people who've won it twice. I think it's only like a handful, 3.
Yeah,
Chris Cole. I don't even know, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many names from back in the day. People who have never won it.
Louis Lopez
that deserve it.
Who did the was it a kickflip into the car wash?
Oh, he won it.
What's his name? He rides for Creature.
It's a foreign name.
Shit.
He's Brazilian. I'm pretty sure.
Fuck, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Moon. Last name is. Oh my no. Gunya.
No.
Jeez.
I know it's right there. Milton Martinez.
Thank you. I'm gonna get slaughtered.
Milton Martinez. That was crazy.
That thing, you gotta go feel that one day.
He broke his leg doing it once and then went back.
Gnarly.
That is skateboarding.
That is insane.
That is freaking wild. Talk about commitment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good question. I think it's
good.
It's fair because a lot of people wonder about that. There's a lot of, but no matter whoever gets picked for anything, there's always going to be backlash. You ever notice that?
When you can only pick one, yeah.
Can't please everyone.
Yeah, but I mean, Nigel's been fighting for it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the one interview, he said he hasn't ever really tried.
Yeah.
To really go for it, which I don't know.
He's got a wild story. I can only listen for so long though.
Yeah, he had a crazy up. I mean, he's been having hate since.
Well, the better you get at
coming
things,
up as
the
a
more
young
hate
kid.
you'll get.
Yeah.
People always want to knock you down.
Yeah.
But, damn. Crazy. Thank you, everyone, for calling in. We got more to get to on the next episode also. We keep calling in. Leave your voicemails. We love the voicemails.
Those are fun, yeah.
Those are easier to play on the pod.
Say your name if you want it out loud.
Yes, shout your name out. Tell us where you're from. Don't give us your area code, or your zip code.
Your social number, social security.
Give us your eyeballs.
What time we at?
We are pretty much there. Hold on.
I think we're at
108.
Oh, we're way past.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, that has been it. Thanks, everyone, for sticking with us. Talking about jobs.
Unlike, unsubscribe.
+1 908 349 1480. You could talk shit to us about us.
Yeah.
You can we don't care.
Whatever you want.
Whatever. It's content.
Yeah.
We love you, eyes and ears.
We love you.
You can send your texts and voicemails. Please keep them coming. We're getting together next week too for this. This week on, but we'll be at a skate competition, Zephyr Hills. Woo, woo, woo. Grind for life. Big shout out to the Border and Mike Rogers and all that. So
as always, keep pushing in.
One love.
Keep pushing and one love from 4 Bad Eyes.